You know, you never realize how. Hold on. There we go. I'm catching myself. You never realize how short your hair looks until you get a haircut. It's like, damn, I got some alien head going on, don't I? From this angle, it looks kind of dumb. But from this angle, it looks better? I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn on it. I can't decide. I don't know how to feel about it, chat. Enter, send now. Okay. I'm almost done. How's everyone doing today? We took yesterday off because I wanted to take yesterday off, chat. I deserve it. All right. My upstairs neighbors can hear me. I know they can. I bet they're on this channel. I bet they can find me. No, I'm pretty discreet. Oh my ghost. No, not today. You ain't getting no ghost today. You're getting haircut Gary. That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting, chat. Jeez. Coming in here redeeming ghosts and shit. Oops, not rate the drip on YouTube. That's not correct. Oh, dearie me. We already did rate the drip. Oh no. League title. Or YouTube title. There you go. Okay, now that's a little better. Hopefully the title got updated there, and it did. Okay, sweet. So that's done. Let me get a few more things here. Hair nerf, hair buff. Dude, I don't have long ass hair anymore. It is a little shorter than I would want it to be because, like, it's pretty short right now, but I feel like it's gonna grow in. Usually it takes like a week or 2 weeks before it actually looks good. I just got the haircut maybe 2 hours ago. It is shorter than I would usually have it, but whatever. It's for the greater good, okay? It looks great like a week in, you know? It'll grow in pretty quick. My hair is very malleable, so if we just wait a week, it'll look better. I need to lose some weight though. I'm starting to get weight around my jaws. Yeah, you can see like weight is like right here. This should be. I need to lose weight. Hello, Geargate. Hello. Welcome to the stream where we focus in on my fat ass face. Ugh, my hair looks so much better. Now I need to lose weight. Geargate subscribed. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Geargate. Thank you. Oh, it's so nice of you to subscribe again. Usually, just copy your Russian evil twins hairstyle? Nah. Today, we're our own man, okay? We don't need no Russian. We're just haircut Gary. That's what we are. It's beautiful. I didn't do my eyebrows. I just did them at home, but I like the eyebrows look better too. I just buzz shaved today. I didn't actually like I should. Today was just a buzz day, you know, chat. All right, let me turn on some music. Today we'll do Star Guardian. Just because it's a vibe. Nope. Okay, we'll lower the volume of that so it's not blasting. Okay, so let me nerf my size a little, and then we're gonna go to YouTube or Path of Exile. And we're gonna look at the new gems. Oh, new gems. Yes, we do have new gems. That was lag, and I think you guys saw that too. My bad. It actually wasn't lag, but like, it was just, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, chat. You know what I'm about. Also, am I missing some saturation? Excuse me? Yeah, it should be at 70%. I just look better this way. Oh, that is so much better. Oh, look how much more colorful I am. You can see the red in my hair and shit. You see the red in my face, I meant. The lips, I'm a very red person, but I look better with saturation, I think. Okay, but that's not what we're doing today, are we? We're doing some gems. So what are we looking at here? Where are they? Transfigured gems. Is this all the announcements there are? Because I thought there was something else on Reddit. There might be. Okay, so let me scroll down here. Boom. Okay, we have transfigured gems. Final details on Well, they said 200. This is 10, 15, 30. This is a third of them? Okay. Little over, maybe under half. They might just have one more post. Are you going Trap Geargate? I was pursuing the patch and explosive lightning spire and seismic buffs look pretty good. Oh. Well, I guess there was another one, right? Change gems. Okay. Is there anything in here that is worth looking at? Otherwise, we might just keep this up for like comparison to what the new gems are, I think. Oh, Reeve. Okay. Well, let's keep that up just in case, but for now, let's look at the actual gems. Now, for a lot of you, this is already like a duh, like you've already like looked through this, but I haven't. All right, we are spoiler free today, okay? So now normally you would think I would go beginning to last. Nah, we're going backwards to forwards. I've learned my lesson on gem reveals, okay? Boom. Double strike of momentum. All stages are lost when you move. Gain stages will cause you to attack faster. 14% more attack speed for each stage. Gain a stage at the gain a stage at the start of pair of swings. Max 10. So 140 more attack speed. Hold on. %, attack speed base, 140 attack damage, bleed fizz. So you're losing 45% effectiveness of added damage. You're taking a 33% nerf to your added effective damage and attack damage base in exchange for 140% more attack speed, and you lose the flat fizz. I mean, well, it's good if you're doing an elemental version of this, right? That's the only use I would see for these compared to the other ones, is that you could run elemental version of double strike. This can be Vauled, right? You can have Vol double strike with this. It just doesn't benefit from the stage bonus, right? It's just double strike. So I guess the question is, do you ever want to do an elemental on hit double strike? Maybe with Raider? If you were gonna do flat fizz, you would just do regular double strike of the new Impale one. I don't know why you would do this. This really is just enables elemental on hit. I'm trying to think of what ascendancies I would want to play with this. Anything, probably like bottom right of the tree. So like Raider. Yeah, pretty much just Raider. I would play this with Raider. Dude, Raider with this though? Oh shit. Fuck Frenzies. Get this shit. Although to be fair, Frenzy probably has a lot better attack damage base, doesn't it? Wow, 210%. And you get 7%. Oh, that's Flicker Strike. Frenzy, 135%. So you get that 45 back. And you get 7% more attack speed per Frenzy. So you're going to get like what? 10 Frenzies if you're a Raider? Probably 9 at least. We'll say 10. So you get 70% more attack speed, but you get 70% more attack damage and way more effectiveness of added damage. And you could use a fucking bow. It would be good with Trauma, right? The problem with Trauma stacking something like this is why use this over Frenzy? That's the question. So I bring that up because Frenzy is actually, I think, gonna be a good attack skill this league. I'm tempted to actually league start Frenzy as like either Trickster or Raider and just go full movement speed memes. But like, I don't know how I would feel about it with Trauma because I'd rather just play Frenzy. Frenzy has a shit ton of attack speed. And you are able to do something like Trickster with gets +2 charges with huge duration, right? So any minus duration Frenzy, like Snake Bites. Like if you're gonna do something like Poisony with Frenzy, right? You can do Snakebite with Trickster because yeah, you have 10% reduced Frenzy charge duration per Frenzy, but your Trickster with like 200% increased. So you can get away with that. And I'm not even saying go Poison with this, but I am saying, why not just go Frenzy? That's my question. It really does compete in the same space. Maybe you're just dual wielding? I guess that's the difference. If you're gonna do like a dual wielding version, you want this, but if you want like non-dual wielding, I don't know. I'm kind of in the mood for like a dual wieldy kind of character. I don't want to do bleed, but dual wieldy kind of just throwing weapons around and shit. I kind of feel it. All right, cool gem. Double strike of impaling, which I think is the better version of the two. Yeah, you have 45% attack damage and added effective damage. Same attack speed base, but instead of 140% more attack speed by standing there attacking 10 times like a moron, you have 40% increased impale effect and clear. And huge chance to impale, so it's easy to gem into. That's pretty good. Like, starting double strike champion is just like guaranteed, right? Trauma is not that efficient unless you have crazy attack speed and need a way to sustain the self damage. True. All right, I would rather do the impaling one personally. More impale is more interesting to me than like standing there for 10 attacks. I don't. What's this? Dominating blow of inspiring. I do not know anything about dominating blow. What's the difference? You have the same corpses. Increases and reduction to minion damage also apply to this skill's damage at 250% of their value. That's new. That is new. Oh, you do have less minions. You have 3 less minions. So you have 3 less minions. The attack damage and everything is the same. Oops. You have 3 less minions, but 250% increases in... Okay. The real question is if you can have transmogrification Vol Gems, why not? I think that's already like confirmed, right? You can Vol Gem any of these, but the Vol version is the same as the current version, right? So if you have Vol double strike of momentum, the clones, the boys, are just double strike. That's all they are, which is great. I mean, it's still a fantastic Vol skill, but they don't have like stages, they don't have more attack speed, they're just double strike. I would imagine it'd be the same with all of them, but I don't see why they can't be. I saw Divine Ire a couple times. I don't see why that can't be what it currently is, you know? So I guess the question with this one, well, here's what's interesting. Here's what's interesting about this is that you don't have to go Spiritual Command anymore for your melee damage. Because a big limitation, like when I think of like gems that need to kill things in order to spawn minions, I think of Dominating Blow, I think of Absolution, I think of not much else, but those are like the big 2, right? Maybe Raise Zombie, question mark? Probably not. But like those are the big ones, right? So I think this is intended for like right side of the tree kind of things where you can't make it to Spiritual Command, or the node that gives minion damage also affects you, which plays a big part into like how like smooth the build is to play, right? Killing those first 2 white mobs. I think that's what this is for. So you're giving up top end damage, your ceiling of damage, because you have less minions, but in exchange you're way more effective with your damage because you're speccing into minion damage. I could see that would be the use for this because you can't make it to the left side of the tree. How am I lagging? I have like negative... Okay, that's fine. Okay, we only dropped 50 frames. Okay, whew. Minor F, little speed bump, but it looks fine. All right. No, you were able to get the heist Vol Gems. We don't know about trans gems yet for sure. I would be shocked. There's no shot they're getting rid of Vol Gems like that. I don't believe. I like it. I like it. Dominating Blow is neat. 16% increase minion damage, notice 40%. I think Bone Zone will be able to take its lunch money overall for attacking, and normal Dom Blow wins for minions. Yeah. I think it's fine. I think it fills a cool niche where like it allows people who can't make it to the very far left of the tree to do Dominating Blow. So yeah, I like it. Not gonna be my shit, but I like it. Melly, how are you and Sola doing? Hold on, let me pull up the other part of chat on my phone because I miss you guys' chats a lot when I don't have it on my phone. Give me just half a second. Give me half a second, chat. Oh, my phone reset. Chat, I need a new phone. I have an iPhone 7 and boy, is it getting old. We're going on like 7 years now with this phone. It's starting to see a little bit of rough days, you know? It's starting to take a long time to load, and it shuts down randomly a lot. My build is prep for the league, running Scorching Ray until first lab, then swapping to Knives. EK? Like, raw? Yo, you're raw dogging EK? Based, all right? I would never do that, but based, okay? I don't even like EK Ignite. I just don't like EK in general. Nah. I don't really like Nova skills, though. Nova skills feel weird to me because you have... Oh, my phone is still taking forever. I don't like Nova skills because you have to, like, teleport in. You gotta, like, cast it. Hope they all die in one hit. And Nova skills always never do no damage. Why? Why does Ice Nova do less damage than Fireball? I never understood that. Like, in the days of Diablo 2, it kind of made sense because you had teleport and you were just everywhere all the time. And it's like, you know what? I get it. Ignite EK based. All right, cool. Divine Ire of Disintegration. Channeling. Oh, by the way, if all else fails, we're doing Necromancer bow cock stuff. But if I find something super interesting, I'll probably pick it up. We might do something else interesting, you know? Divine Ire of Disintegration. Channeling draws, repeatedly build up stages, release a beam. Max 10 stages. Huge width on the beam. Oh, you don't have the little fucking tendril shit. So this is like Flame Blast. It's Beam Flame Blast. That's weird. Is the damage high enough to justify that? I mean, that is a lot of damage, to be fair, because if you compare it to normal Divine Ire. Ooh, lots of changes. What is it? 300, 200, 300, 10 stages, 240, 100. 390 to 590, so you're looking at, what, 100% more damage. Same effectiveness of added damage, right? No, actually, significantly higher. Doubled, actually. Doubled beam width. And you get 200 more hits and 60 more with ailments. 100 more with ailments, 240 with hits. But you have double base damage. So this really is like your Divine Ire really is just, this is just the beam. I feel the same way about this as I do Flame Blast, which is, yikes, fam. I don't know. Does Divine Ire feel good if you only have one charge on it? Because Flame Blast feels horrible with only one charge, right? Unless you have like insane ignite proliferation or something stupid, right? Melly made me a bumblebee. I don't know. This feels awkward because you're still limited by stages, right? It takes you, with no cast speed, it's still 2 seconds for a full beam. Per stage. The effectiveness of added damage is still awkward. I don't know. You have 1200% more damage with ailments, so it's like hitting with... What's 500 times 12? 6,000 base damage, and then that's your beam, and you have to charge that shit up. Is 6,000 base damage for a dot good when your effectiveness of added damage is 90%? Would love to do the math, but might be fine with totems to make more split up. I would only play this one with just regular, right? I don't like totems anyway. It feels weird. I've never been a fan of like pizza totems and divine ire totems and all that shit. I got a pass from me, dog. Although, to be fair, you could probably swing me on it if it's like Chieftain or something, because the Chieftain Explode Dome now works for minions, so that's pretty exciting. That's pretty dope. All right, what next? Interesting. Divine Ire of Holy Lightning. Repeatedly build up stages. 10 stages. Less damage. Damages 14 nearby enemies. Oh, is this like the opposite? Is this like lightning tendrils? Way less effectiveness of added damage. So this is like the mapping version, right? Whereas this one is just pure beam. This one is like, it has a beam, you can use it, but it's more about like, it makes it easier to map. Okay, not my thing. I don't like this whole split thing. I'm worried that we would live in a world where you gem swap spells. Dude, all these, oh man. All of the people out there who've had to gem swap on Spectral Throw are laughing at all the spell users who are gonna have to swap Divine Ire gems. Also, what did you say the base was? On Divine Ire of Disintegration, if you average it, you're looking at 500 times 1200%, so times 12, which is 6,000 base damage with 90% added effectiveness if you fully charge it. And I don't know, I mean, it's a lot of damage, but are there no other dot builds that could make that a little smoother, you know? It looks like 500 average fizz, 1,800% more damage. 1,800? It's only 10 stages, isn't it? 10 stages, 60% more per stage after the first. It's not even that high. Because it's 60 times 12, right? 60 times 12 is, right? Am I doing my math right? 120 plus 12. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, you're confusing me. Hold on. No, God. Oh shit. Wait, am I doing my math wrong? Let me think. 500 flat fizz times 60 times 12 parentheses. So 60 times 12. What? Oh, you're thinking ailments? Well, yeah, of course. I was right. All right, next. Not a fan of Divine Ire anyway, so pass. Discharge of Misery. Nova, okay. Discharge all charges to deal elemental damage. No cooldown. Ooh. So it does like half damage or something. Oh, it's like the old threshold jewel. So cock discharge. Are we discharging cock? Are we cock and discharge? I mean, it's a lot of base damage. Oh my God, it has a lot of crit too. That's how I would do this, but holy shit, getting cock discharge as a build solved, that takes some mad skill. Respect to the people who are gonna make discharge of misery work on cock, but dude, little too much of a puzzle for me to solve, you know? I'm not a huge fan of discharge anyway. I like seeing the game when I play. Harfang, what we cooking, lags? Oh, we're looking. Current plan is, well, because we're going backwards to forwards, I haven't even seen all these. My current plan is bow cast on crit necromancer for league start by going self-cast like detonate dead to like start the thing. I'm investing in ignite and shit, and then transitioning to bow cast on crit. But if I see something amazing here, I'll think about doing something else. If you can get enough damage, the new discharge more AoE seems pretty sick. Yeah, not my thing, but hey, whatever floats your boat, fam. I'm more of a not discharge kind of guy. All right, DD of chain reaction. Spell damage, as well as causing the corpse to explode. The explosion is not affected by modifiers to spell damage. This will continue to target other corpses in the area with a shorter delay between each one until it runs out of corpses. Or destroyed 8 corpses. So it's Vol detonate dead, but you can cock it. I'm trying to think of if we can do this instead of volatile dead on our thing and just have this gem alone. We spawn 30 corpses a second with Azeneth's mark, right? This would explode 8 corpses a cast over time. We could have 2 setups. No, I couldn't, right? I was about to say we could have 2 desecrate setups. Interesting. It's interesting. If there was like a volatile dead version, I would get excited. If it was like a volatile dead version where instead of 3 pop at once, it's like 8 cascading, that would be hype. But with just this, I mean, it's cool for like, it's cool if you have insane corpse generation and you self-cast detonate dead. I don't know how you would do that, but it seems interesting. Less damage, I think. Yeah, interesting. Mine DD? Mines? I don't like mine. Nah, I don't like that setup. Man, can we skip to Thursday? Like, I don't want to wait that long. Based! Also Friday for the, you know, the ones who live in the important side of the world. Scavenging. Oh, this is the one where this is the mapping one. I actually thought about doing this instead of regular DD on the cast on crit setup. So what would happen is while we're mapping, we would just have super easy time, easier than we would anyway. And then against bosses, we would just swap it out for regular DD. Volatile making a wave of balls is just too cool though. Yeah, there's a cool factor there, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. That's like the vision. That's why you play a build like that, you know? Like, hold on. I gotta look at it again. We gotta look at it one more time. Mathel, hi me. Volatile dead. It's gotta be like the first entry, right? Yeah, boy. Wait, this is the shitty one. This is the good one. Oh boy. Look at this Chayula high-end breachstone. Chat. Come on. How do you not play this build? I need to see some damn good transfigured gems for me not to league start this build. This looks like so much fun. You don't even need that much cooldown reduction because the math we did with like 8 casts a second, that's with like 52% cooldown reduction. We don't need that much with the amount of corpses we're exploding. We can get away with like 14%, right? That's all we really need, if even. So I don't know. It just feels really good. This is going to be so much fun. I still have to buy energy. My mom is going to hate me, but This is probably better than a volatile dead and single target though if the pop rate is fast enough. Yeah, based. You won't need cascade. Yeah. You were sparing 3 corpses, right? Let me think. 3 corpses per VD cast, which spell cascades into 9 corpses. So every cast of volatile dead gets 9 corpses consumed. You spawn 30 a second. So the idea here is with 6 casts a second, you would cast 27 volatile deads and 3 detonate deads, and you're pretty much on the dot, right? You're missing out on like 4 to 6 corpses. This is assuming you're actually hitting 6 casts a second, which you might not be for whatever reason. So I don't know. I think 6 casts a second is like a good round number, and I think that requires 14 or 15 CDR. So I think that's the current plan, unless I see something amazing, obviously. I'm okay with league switching, or switching my league starter, but that's the current plan, you know? Cyclone of Tumult. Okay, for those of you non-English speakers, tumultuous is the full word. This is just tumult, which tells me it's gonna be in place or something. Channel this skill to move towards a targeted location while you're spinning constantly. While you're channeling the skill, you cannot be knocked back. Sabated Fizz, AoE, 25% more attack speed per stage. Gain 1 stage, 10% less movement speed per stage. So that's, okay, whatever, the downside. You can Combs Roots, you can play a Juggernaut. There's a million ways to solve that problem. I'm more interested in if the attack, what, 160, is that like normal? Hold on, how much is regular Cyclone? Isn't it like way higher? 300% base attack speed, 60% added. 160 attack speed, 60% added. That's not that good, right? Like, again, it's like the single target option that you could probably make work while mapping, but it's more like that attack speed though. Yikes! Like at max stages, this is with quality. So at max stages, you have 150% more, but half the base attack speed. Although, to be fair, the new Cyclone is like instant, right? There's no stages anyway. Tumult is a word for all you English speakers. Hell yeah. Anyway, I don't know. If I wanted to do attack speed memes, you got double strike of a momentum, and even that's kind of mad at me. Again, neither of these beat out Frenzy for like single target high attack speed. Frenzy is king right now with 7% more per stack of Frenzy, which you can stack with other sources. So that's pretty, you can get like, already you can get like 8% increased attack speed per Frenzy charge with Raider and the bottom of the tree. So I don't know. Okay, cremation of the, oh wait, why do I have the starting soon sign on? Chat this whole time. Oh my goodness, bad stream. Cremation of the volcano. Creates a volcanic geyser at a location, which will repeatedly unleash projectiles. Oh, you don't need a corpse. Oh, that's interesting. The effectiveness is so low though. Max 6 geysers. Okay, hold on. What is current volcano? Which is not called volcano. What's it called? Cremation, right? Cremation currently is 100% effectiveness of added damage, way higher base, max 3, does not scale with minion damage. Oh no, the corpse explosion part is, to be fair. Oh, this is just so much better though. I would rather play with old cremation. I'm trying to like figure out what the point of the new thing is. You can't cock it because you have a max projectiles. Damage is lower. Base duration 2.5 from 8. Oh, that doesn't feel very hype. Oof, that cremation. I don't know, dog. This seems very, yeah. I don't know. It's cool. I like that volcano exists in the game, but I feel like it would be made better with a bear form, if you catch my drift. Meh. I didn't really like cremation anyway, but meh. Cremation of exhuming. Targeted corpse explodes. Projectiles spawn. Same base damage, same duration, 1 geyser, and more corpse explosion damage. So instead of like 3 geysers, you have 1 super geyser with same damage. Wait, what's the difference? Same damage, same crit. You have more corpse explosion damage. Fires 4 projectiles. Fires 4 projectiles. Fires projectile every second. Every second. Am I dumb? What's the difference here? Am I stupid? Explode a nearby corpse. Oh! It detonate corpses. Oh, I get it. So you have one geyser that like spawns a volcano, and it will destroy a corpse every second. But it's only one corpse, and you can only have one geyser. Too slow. So you desecrate on top of this? Sure. Or just one nearby corpse? That's what I'm thinking. It's like, I don't know. Where are those bottles landing? I hope it's not in your room. Excuse me. This is a mini bottle. All right. We haven't thrown it. I just dropped the cap on it. That's what I was reaching for. Doesn't matter. Relax. We're fine. We've already went through that speed bump in life. Thank you for checking in, Mom, on me. We're gooch, all right? I feel better than ever. Build your own DD totem. True. I don't like it. Crackling Lance of Disintegration. Oh, got the Divine Ire treatment. It's just the beam. But this doesn't have a charge because it's Crackling Lance. Oh. Oh. Wow, that effectiveness of added damage, 300%. That's not even close to like normal, right? $165, and you gain intensity, more damage per intensity, $13.75. And how much intensity can you have? 3. Wow. I really like this. Wow, RJ in the YouTube chat, hello. How about the ceiling trash? All right, we're looking good. There's a spider. I see that one, but it's all good. He's chill. He's at a distance. He's like a daddy long leg looking thing. We're vibing, all right? We're vibing. I really like this, actually. I really like it a lot. It feels like an appropriate amount of damage. You get a huge damage effectiveness. I wonder how that would be to League start. And you would do like an Ignite version, right? That's a lot of shock. Yeah, I'm thinking you would do Elementalist. You would do an Ignite version. And you would... Actually, would you even do Ignite? Or would you just do on hit with like Inquisitor and just heavy cast speed? Gets rid of all the clunkiness. I wonder if we should just League start this. I'm in trade. I can probably just buy it. And otherwise, we can just do Divine Ire just to level or something. Or even Crackling Lance. I don't fucking know. Interesting. That seems really good. I kind of want to League start this or reroll into it. It's simple, but that's a lot of shock. Did they do something to EK? I missed that. I think they just got rid of the things, right? Whoa, Bladefall got huge. EK. Yeah, wow. Wow. That is a baby's first spell kind of EK. Jesus. Yeah. All right, cool. EK, there you go. You just fire a bunch of projectiles and they do fizz damage. That's the gem. Wait, are we going alphabetically? Oh, we are. All right. So we're going alphabetically. We just did double strike. So the first spell that it's going to be when we get back is... Hold on, we got to open up building anyway. What's after double strike in the gem skill list? Dominating? No. Domination? No. Double strike. Oh, dual strike. Oh, that'll be the first one. So the next gem set's gonna have dual strike and going into, I don't know, something. Anyway, there you go. Dual strike's gonna get the next gem. Do we league start Crackling Lance? When do we get it? Is it level 28? Yeah. So we lose the intensity. We just get a shit ton of damage. The question is though, do we go on hit or do we go ignite? That's the question. So what gems aren't getting transversions? A through D. Well, we haven't even seen all of it. I was about to say cleave, but I see the gem right there. So it's, I even want to highlight it yet, but yeah, it's the middle red one, right? I don't know. We'll see. Crackling Lance of Branching. Release. Anyway, that's okay. Let's make a list. Fuck it. Let's do the list. League starting options. Okay, these are not the definitive list of all league starters that are the best. All right, this is my league starting option. Necro, Bow, Cock, VD, Self, Cast to start. Then we have Crackling Lance, Ignite, Inquiz, and I haven't decided yet, but one of them. All right, so those are the two options so far. Those are the two I'm most excited for. Branching. This is... and has several smaller beams branch off of it at an angle, hitting more enemies to the sides. Oh! It's the mapping version of that one. To be honest, though, I think I would still use this over the regular Crackling Lance. Just fucking drop intensity entirely, get huge AoE, easier mapping. I would just do this. The damage is not bad either. 2100, 260. Less than this, though. Damn, 2500, 300 effectiveness. Holy shit. I mean, it's no fireball, but it's cool. Transizaro. Ah! Trans gems, woke gems, PoE has gone 2 left. They haven't shown the EK transmological gems yet. EK losing prod speed is kind of rough though. Is anyone offended when EK gets nerfed? Like, is anyone emotionally attached to EK being viable? EK feels like one of those skills that's like reserved for like the ultra rich. That's what it feels like. Keep in mind the branching has lower cast time. How much lower? Oh. 0.1 second. If you're branching, you're self-casting anyway, right? It's fine. You can invest in cast speed. It's all good. Nothing that spell echo can't solve. Contagion of transference. If an enemy is hit while affected by contagion, the debuff spreads to other enemies. Spreads when affected enemy is hit. Interesting. The damage is higher. It's like double or something, right? 686. It's like 300 base or something, right? 235. So the damage is tripled on contagion. Basically. But you have to hit to spread it. Caustic Arrow? Hello there, Gary. I'm one of the other 3 people doing Bow Volatile Dead this league. Well, hi there. Hello, hello. I haven't seen you here before, Panda Cry. You're adorbs. Yeah, we're doing, well, it's one of them. We're either doing Necrobo Cock with, Volatile Dead / DD self-cast to start. Probably some sort of Ignite version. Maybe we even go Elementalist DD Ignite and then just not use ascendancy points and just spec out of it when we have the bow. I mean, we could. That's an option. Otherwise, that new Crackling Lance is pretty sweet. What is this? Disintegration? We'll do trans Crackling Lance. That's the other option. I'm really excited by that one. This is like the most exciting one I've seen out of all the trans gems so far. This is like hella hype. I'm just imagining either going on hit Inquisitor or Ignite with Elementalist and just going mad shock and just scaling shock for a lot of the damage. Dude, you can get so much damage. Also give us an excuse to go for the life whatever second ascendancy, because we can scale damage there too. 120 quality Divine Ire Disintegration for screen wide beam. Is that what scales on this? I think no. Oh, Divine Ire. Sorry, we're doing Crackling Lance. Harfang, sorry. I didn't even think about that. That's a good question though. What scales on Crackling Lance of Disintegration with quality? It's max shock effect, right? So is an enhanced gem just worth it? Because you get 29% from enhance, right? Or 22%, whatever. So is one gem socket worth 20 plus max shock effect? That's pretty good, right? Yeah, I was thinking of doing self-cast to start as well once I get a bow to transition. Based. Did you see my post on Reddit? Is that where you're coming from? You seem very informed of what I was gonna do. Dayala plus enhanced ashes. Well, that's gonna be expensive in general this league, and we're doing trade. I'm not gonna do memes like that. I mean, I'm sure there'll be something goofy out there, but I'm more of just an enhanced gem kind of. I think enhanced gems are going to be easier to get. I think they're going to be, well, I was about to say cheaper. They're going to be a higher supply of them. But yeah, that Crackling Lance, dude, looks pretty hype. Contagion of Subsiding. Spreads when affected enemy dies. Way more damage. How is this not just better contagion? The debuff spreads the enemy, but each time it spreads, it only deals 3/4 as much damage as before. Hold on. Weird question, PoE weebs. Maybe you guys can answer this. Why in the hell would you ever not use this over base contagion? Is there a reason I'm missing here? Because you don't use contagion for the damage. You use it to spread ED, which is the fucking ED contagion, Essence Drain. You use it to spread Essence Drain, right? So the contagion damage doesn't matter, but it does do more damage, which helps single target. So I don't see why every single contagion build doesn't just use this. Look at Divine Ire. We're working our way back. Wait, didn't we already look at Divine Ire? Yeah, we did. Divine Ire is kind of mid to me. Yeah, you get beam width, but I don't like Divine Ire. It's so mid. I don't like channeling shit from, like, if I wanted to play Divine Ire, why not just play Flame Blast? Flame Blast has the same charge time. It's the same, like, cast time 0.22. All right, what's Flame Blast? Oh, never mind. Flame Blast isn't getting any changes. Well, there's a spell that's not changing. Why? You think Flame Blast would earn it? Yeah, 0.2 second. It has a faster cast time than Divine Ire quality. Trans Divine Ire. Yeah, if you're not willing to do Flame Blast, why would you want to do Divine Ire? IMO. Next. Look at the cast time. Ugh. Normal contagion is 0.6. It's 25% more cast time, but you get, you know, oh, wait. Ooh. Okay, hold on. That's quite a bit higher. So it's 30% more cast time, but you get 6 times the damage, 5 times the damage. I still think it's worth it. It's not like when you cast ED Contagion, right? If you're that build, you don't have cast speed. Okay, you don't do that, all right? You throw out your Essence Drain, you cast Contagion on the way, you move on, right? It's a 2-button build. Having 0.2 seconds longer in the combo doesn't change anything. You're still EDing while the projectile's in the air, you Contagion. That's the only difference, except now you're doing more damage. You think the negligible damage increase of the first Contagion is worth a slower Contagion? Yes, I do. Because it's not like it spreads slower, it's 0.2 seconds slower to cast, which is negligible, right? It's a blink, it's literally a blink of an eye. My POB won't even open, I have no idea why. Oh, mine opens, I just opened it. As you said, the whole point of Contagion is just transmitting ED damage. Do you want to know the worst part about an ED Contagion build? It's single target damage. This helps with single target damage. It gives you 1000 base chaos damage per second that scales at 100% damage effectiveness. It gives you 1000 chaos damage a second, single target. That is not negligible. This is Contagion for the people that don't like or can't zoom. No, guys, this is what you use to help out your single target ED. I am not league starting ED Contagion to prove you guys wrong. I'm right, okay? This is great for ED Contagion builds because it helps with your worst part of the build, single target. I think it's fine. I don't know why you would use this over regular Contagion, or why you wouldn't use this over regular Contagion, but there you go. Chaos damage on your pathetic 4-link utility setup. That ain't no 4-link utility setup, motherfucker. That is goddamn 4-link second skill. I don't know, is Lightning Conduit shit because you have to cast some other shitty arc skill or something to cause the ignite? No, Lightning Conduit's great. And has better single target. Just gem swap a 6-link Contagion. You don't need a 6-link Contagion, you need a 4-link Contagion, and that shit ain't weak, all right? It's not nothing. There's a reason you cast it on the boss. ED builds mainly use Blight for single target, but you might not know that from your 10-year-old ED build knowledge. No, you use Soul Rend. Well, I guess you could use Blight too. I guess with the Blight buff. Yeah, you would cast ED, you would cast Contagion, and then you would Blight. But you still cast Contagion. It's not nothing. You just buffed Contagion damage single target by like 500%. I think it's a buff, but you know, maybe if you count 0.2 seconds per cast, a little bit too much of a nerf per pack. It's very close to nothing and it feels bad clunkiness added. You're triggering me. All right, next gem. Conk Path of Endurance. Cooldown 2 seconds. Cooldown can be bypassed with an endurance charge. 10% more AoE, 10% more attack damage per endurance charge. Oh, but you can't support it with multi-strike, which I guess you couldn't before anyway. I mean, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Easy full fizz to fire conversion. Good enough effectiveness of added damage. Your attack speed's kind of shit, but you don't use this kind of build for that. I don't know. My only problem with this build is how good our Warcry is going to feel with it. Because you got to use Warcries with this, right? I had to reinstall to get it to work. Damn, Panda. Sorry, the struggle. I feel ya. Conk Path, huh? I don't mind it. I don't want to play it because you have to constantly generate endurance charges, which sounds like you're playing Juggernaut, and I just don't really like Juggernauts. War Cries and feeling good? 42% less cast speed is nothing. It's relative, chat. Yeah, it's 42% less cast speed on, which is like 0.2 seconds. It's point. You don't even cast it multiple times in a row. It's like once every like, with duration you're gonna inevitably get, like once every like 8 seconds. Come on, chat. Come on, don't cope, all right? Nah. Cold Snap of Power. The cooldown can be bypassed by expending a power charge. 3-second cooldown. 50% chance to gain a power charge on crit. Shit ton of cold damage. 10% base crit. Wait, did anything else here have 10% base crit? Can I get Crackling Lance to have 10% base crit? That would be pretty sick. Wow. Interesting. So, I'm trying to think. Could you cock this? You must be able to. Wow. Oh, here's the real shit. I don't know if you guys caught this. This has a critical tag on there. Oh, baby. Did you guys forget? Critical tag means you automatically get +3 levels from the mastery. That's some good shit. 10% base crit, and you get +3 levels. So it's really level 23 Cold Snap of Power, because you're never not taking that mastery, right? That's pretty good. You want to read that mastery again? What? +3 level of all critical support gems. Fuck you. All right. Support gems Kappa. Will you be down to see what my POB for Bowcock is looking like? There's not too many resources to compare the Necro version. Oh, hell yeah. Oh yeah, link it in the Discord. I'm sorry, do you not have a link to the Discord? I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. I guess if you're not on the Discord. John just showed up in the Discord. Hello, hold on. Invite, copy. It's below the stream, but you know what? For you guys, bam, I'll link it just for you, all right? Don't say I'm not generous. I got into it. Is general all right? Yeah, go for it. It only has 3 sections in the Discord. I am not a fan. We're going on a quick aside here. I'm not a fan of Discords with like 10 billion sections in the Discord, all right? Listen, I like my 3 little things and the voice chat, all right? Listen, I love Sayuko Shini, but this Discord, dude, I have more users on my Discord than her. This is wild. This is more sections than Discord. Why do you have a not safe for work section, Sayuko Shini? But like, I have 3. I'm very humble, okay? I know my place in the world, okay? We have 3 and 1 of them barely gets used, so I'm happy with it. We'll look at your POB in a second. Let me just get mine figured out. Cold Snap looks hella exciting anyway. I like it. I'm not gonna league start it, but boy, that's some good ass damage, let me tell you. Huge crit. You can guarantee the crit too, so 20% quality is the 50% chance to gain a power charge on crit. Oh, I thought it was burst radius. Well, I guess that would be insane for quality, wouldn't it? I don't know, we'd have to see. If it is power charge on crit though, that, I don't know. Can I get that memes that roast Gary channel? That's what fan art's for, all right? Yeah, same. I like it more minimal. The main one I use with my friends only has a handful for the games we tend to play, and that's about it. I like it more sorted. We have like a few channels for few games. We have memes and pictures separate, otherwise it'd be messy. Agreed. I like fewer but more, you know? Cleave of Rage. 300% attack damage, 80% attack speed. Requires dual wielding both an axe and a sword. Oh, it's dual wield cleave. When dual wielding, deal 60% damage combined. Range per rage. Gain 2 rage if this skill hits any enemies. hold on, before we get too excited. I'm assuming, now, this might seem crazy, hear me out, okay? I'm assuming two things. One, the quality means how much rage you gain every time, which means you're not gonna be getting rage from this until you have quality. And that rage is only per instance of swing, not per enemy. I think that's how that works. Yeah, gain 2 rage if this skill hits any enemies. I'm reading that as like a binary thing. Did this skill hit any enemies after you attack with it? Yes, gain 2 rage, and that's it. So with that in mind, I kind of want to league start this. Okay, that's next option. Cleave, hold on. Cleave of motherfucking rage. Berserker. Yeah, that's pretty good. I really like this. What is regular cleave? It's 300%, right? No, it's less even. Damn. You lose the flat fizz, but you gain like 60%. You gain a lot. You gain like 25% more added effectiveness. Dang. That's exciting. And you can easily get like 90 rage, right? You have both an axe and a sword, but remember the prototype axe got buffed, which means you have the same rage, right? The prototype axe is now plus 20 rage instead of plus 10 in the patch notes. So you don't actually lose any rage dual wielding a sword and an axe. So you can easily get 90 rage, which means you're getting 3 meters of radius before weapon strike range. Wait, this isn't a weapon strike. Never mind. So any reason why this is not the base version? Probably because it requires an axe and a sword. Did you note the top text description of cleave? Trans cleave? Yeah, you get axe and a sword, but that's fine. Again, it would be worse last league, but they buffed prototype axe to give you plus 20 rage on the prototype. So you can do it. It's fine. Axe and a sword. Plus, it gives you the excuse to get that mastery. Wasn't there like a dual wielding mastery for like different weapons? Yeah, you get 60% increased for free if you dual wield weapons that are different types. So you already get 60 there you didn't get before. Oh, wait. Chat, I'm gonna big brain this. Does this give me the excuse to go for the dodge build? 50-50 block? Dodge? Oh, shit. What sword to use, though? Anything with a lot of damage. Oh, it loses its base fizz? It's fine. It gains 60% added effectiveness anyway. And you get rage, so pretty fucking good. I tell you what, though, chat. If you give this thing even 20 quality for 2 rage every instance of attack, gaining... just having 2 rage on hit every attack, that's pretty fucking good, all right? Because, yeah, the attack speed is 80%, but you can do some good things with this and actual skill Berserk, because how much does Berserk actually spend? I normally don't like the Berserk gem, but you give this to me. Oh, god damn it. Okay, Berserk. 5 rage a second. 20% more rage loss per second. So with no other sources of rage regeneration, if you attack 8 times a second, no, maybe that's too much. 6 times a second, you're generating 12 rage a second. Oh god. You can sustain Berserk at max rage for like 5 seconds? Damn. That's pretty damn good. And you get 20% more attack speed on top of it. Even easier to sustain. Holy shit. Oh, baby. I kind of want to do this build. You don't even have to go flat fizz anymore, right? You can go like elemental on hit. Elemental on hit axes are always like trivially cheap, right? Elemental on-hit axes and elemental on-hit swords. We just get a shit ton of attack speed. Because rage doesn't scale fizz, it scales attack damage, right? Oh, but if you go berserker, you're probably going the crit node for flat fizz anyway, right? Would you go berserker with this? Yes, you must, right? This is like the rage skill. It's like rage vortex. Why would you not do berserker? Man, 3 rage a second? What is that chump number? Oh, you get axe and sword mastery. That's gonna be awkward. Woof. So you have to go the axe nodes, but you lose out on sword damage. Oh, that's kind of awkward, isn't it? But you have to get the 1 rage on hit every second. Or enemies killed by your hits are destroyed. Probably want the onslaught nodes then, right? Not that one. This one. Accuracy rating with axes. There's a dual wield to make accuracy rating better, right? Gain elusive, block. Wasn't there like a dual wielding like accuracy shit thing? I thought there was a man, I really thought there was like both weapons share accuracy or something. Maybe not. Although we could go Scion. Scion Berserker is not bad. Scion Berserker and Slayer? Get a shit ton of leech? We'll have to think about it. Okay, next. Anyway, Cleave is also exciting. Scion with charms and forbidden jewels sounds like a fun party. Fun meme. Yeah, I like the idea of Scion. That's interesting. I like this Cleave change. It's cool. Caustic Arrow of Poison. Fires a poisonous arrow, which deals chaos damage on impact. Oh! It's Poisonous Concoction, the arrow. This is just Poisonous Concoction. It's Poisonous Concoction for people who don't want to worry about flasks. Yeah. We've actually theory crafted this before, which is kind of funny. Caustic Arrow, which is currently not changed, which is kind of weird. Caustic Arrow, already, we thought about doing like an overlapping like on-hit poison. So the new version has higher damage effectiveness, higher attack damage. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Hold on, how bad is this? Oh dear. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Ah. Oh, man, my desk was dirty. Oh, God. Where's a shirt? Do I have like an old shirt I can use? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, disaster. Here, I have an old shirt. Well, old shirt. Oh, jeez, that's so... Man. I can't believe I spilt water. My own keyboard. Lame. Mostly on me. Oh, man. God, I have a dirty shirt here. Jeez. Awkward. Oh, man. Damn, my keyboard's all wet. Oh. You guys can't even... I was dripping water out of it. Oh. Dude, my keyboard got demolished. It's like covered in water. It's a mechanical keyboard, but... I'm like trying to show you guys there's like water shaking out of it. Ugh, did you pee yourself? Yes, it looks like it. I spelt like that much water out of the water, but it like fell on the keyboard. Just disaster. Oh man. Where are my headphones? Oh, Jesus. Terrible. Terrible start to the day. Horrible start to the day. All right, well, anyway, Caustic Arrow Poison. So you lose 1,000 chaos damage a second, but you gain poison on hit. And you get some sick added chaos. It's weird. It's definitely weird. It's just, why would you use this over Poisonous Concoction, you know? Unless you're not a Pathfinder or something. I don't hate it. It's just, you know, I like the idea of Caustic Arrow where you just throw it out and you just have like the dot. Whereas this is meant for like, it's almost like, it's almost, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like Tornado Shot poison builds. Where the best bow for this is like Dark Scorn or something. Or like Scourge Arrow. Not even Scourge Arrow, actually. It is just like Tornado Shot. Because projectiles is more damage because you're poisoning more. Whereas Scourge Arrow doesn't need projectiles. Which is interesting. It doesn't seem that strong, to be frank, but it's cool that it exists. I like it. If I ever play Caustic Arrow again, I'm doing this one. Burning Arrow of Vigor. Okay, way lower attack damage, because Burning Arrow has the infamous 300%, right? Same attack speed. Deals added fire damage equal to 24% of max life. 100 fizz converted to fire. 25% chance to ignite. 20% more damage with ignite. So this is what Righteous Fire players are using. This is just the Righteous Fire gem. Is that all this is? All right, Righteous Fire people. Enjoy having Righteous Fire and running up to the boss and then burning arrow in their face. Oh, you guys are gonna get point blank, aren't you? You greedy motherfuckers. Ballista Caustic Arrow could be interesting since you can ramp up the poison quickly. The problem is that, you know, this tech always existed, except the only difference is this has added chaos and chance to poison on hit. It's, if you're gonna do poison Caustic Arrow, it's a build that's already been done before. This is a better, slightly better version of it. But if it wasn't strong before, I don't know if 140 added chaos is gonna make it like insanely strong. It's just, you know, you have to remember, why would you play this over like Poisonous Concoction? That's the problem. But it's interesting. Burning Arrow of Vigor, Righteous Fire. That's all I can really say about it. Meh. Bone Shatter of Carnage. Attack enemies with a forceful melee strike. Stunning an enemy with the strike releases a damaging pulse. Oh, there's no trauma. Oh, shit. It's a normal skill now. 40% chance to double stun duration. So the quality is probably area of effect per stun duration. It must be, right? It's either that or chance to double stun duration. I don't know which yet, but 39% seems super specific. Usually if they do quality, it's an even number, right? They're not gonna do like 1.95 per quality. That seems super weird. But it's interesting. I like the idea of a Bone Shatter skill that has an identity separate from trauma. Gary, what's the name of that song running right now? It is... I don't know what just happened there. It is Deceit by Rob Robinson in the Star Guardian Sessions playlist. Completely stream friendly. Thank you, Riot Games. Yeah, Deceit by Rob Robinson. It's a vibe. Wait, what happened to my gems? Ah! There we go. I don't like it because we played Bone Shatter before, but Bone Shatter is only interesting for the build enabling opportunities by doing cast when damage taken reliably. Outside of that very niche thing, I don't really like Bone Shatter, and the numbers are way too high on it. I feel like this is what Bone Shatter should have always been. Boner Carnage! Bone Shatter of Complex Trauma. Wow, this sounds like the complete opposite direction of what I want. What? So 500 fizz damage per trauma. Trauma lasts 6 seconds. 20% more damage with trauma. Holy shit, you ain't sustaining that for very long. Gain 1 trauma. Lose all trauma on reaching 10 trauma? Oh, is this the Quinn Bone Shatter? Is that what this is? This is just Quinn's, might as well just say it, Bone Shatter of Quinn. Bone Shatter of Quinn 69. Like, obviously this gem is built for him, right? It's meant for like big heavy maces where you just like fucking smack the boss once every like third of a second. Once every half second, you just go wham, wham. Okay. I like it. It's cool. It means you don't have to go high attack speed scaling for trauma stacking. I vibe with it. Also makes cast when damage taken way easier to trigger now because you only need 1 attack for it in order to trigger like one of the lowest gem levels. Pretty all right. Oh, but you need armor too, so whatever. I don't really like Bone Shatter anyway, so fuck it. I wonder if there's any way to maintain a certain number of stacks. There is. Bling. You just have to balance your attack speed. That's all it is. It's just, you can just do the math on, I can attack, you know, what is this? Base attack speed 85%, and each trauma lasts 6 seconds without any messing with the duration with like, because on the tree you can get like here, you can get like skill effect increase duration, reduced skill effect duration. Ignoring all of that, what you can do is you can just balance out your attack speed. I can attack, you know, 2.2 times a second, 85 attack speed, basically 2 times a second. Trauma lasts for 6 seconds. I can probably sustain like 5 stacks, right? That's how you would do that. Do trauma stacks fall off one at a time with normally Bone Shatter? Yes. They are individual stacks. So you'll see it go up in a ramp and then down in a ramp, right? You're not gonna go up, 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 drop. Next, Blink Arrow with Prismatic Clones. Elemental hit, we've seen this. Blink Arrow Bombarding Clones. Rain of Arrows, already seen it. Rip Minion Instability Minions, I missed those. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Yee. Blight of Atrophy. We've seen this, haven't we? No, this is different. Wait, there's 2 blights? Okay, we've seen the Blight of Contagion. Okay, this blight spreads by contagion. This blight is... reduces their life regen rate. 20 layers. Oh. It's a utility. That's weird. So the secondary debuff is like the hinder, right? Also, that movement speed debuff. So the hinder portion gets... So this is a utility blight? When would you spam utility blight? My only guess is like maybe if you have like a massive chaos damage nuke and you're dependent on the hinder for damage and you don't mind the life there's tons of ways to counter life regen now. I don't know. Meh, I didn't really like Blight anyway. I don't know why you would do, maybe for like cast while channeling shenanigans? Because this is better like for life cast while channeling if you have to use Blight. Because then you go pure utility, right? And you go focus on the life regen and all that. I don't know why it doesn't have 100% reduced life regen though. I don't know why. It's so easy to get 100 nowadays. Act 2 Oak is in shambles. Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna smurf on it. I wasn't sure if not attacking for a while just dropped all the stacks. I mean, it doesn't, but it basically does, if you catch my drift. I don't like it, but maybe for castball channeling shit, and if you have to use Blight for it, and you don't use Blight for damage, it's good. It's that kind of utility, but that is like a super niche. I don't know if any build's even gonna do that. Blade Storm of Uncertainty, we have seen this. You randomize the Blade Storm, right? There's no more stance switching, but you have 4 Blade Storms, so... I don't like it, but you know what? If you do, I don't judge, all right? You know what we call you? Heroes, because you guys make Path of Exile more fun with your weird-ass Blade Storm builds. Bladefall of Impaling. Ethereal weapons rain from the sky, dealing damage in volleys. Enemies can be hit multiple times where these overlap. That's the same. 5 volleys. Crits do not deal extra damage with 10% base crit chance. 147 increased impale effect and crits impale. Oh, this is easy spell impale. That's cool. You could do spell impale very recently in Path of Exile's history, but it was very, I'm just gonna say unique dependent. This is no longer unique dependent, and it's on Bladefall. So crits don't do extra damage, but you have huge base crit chance, and they impale with the single biggest impale effect source in the game. So Spellcast Champion? You don't drop Lingering Blades on this either. So no Lingering Blades for Blade Blast shenanigans. So if you could do something like... Oh, I don't want to say cast while channeling champion, because you don't want to stack accuracy, you just want crit chance. What would you cast while channeling for this? So you can't Cyclone. You don't want accuracy issues. Although I guess you can Cyclone, it just, why? I don't know, maybe you do Cyclone. Maybe you do that high movement speed Cyclone, where you don't care about, like, damage. I think it's fair that it doesn't leave blades. I'm sure someone out there will math out how well the crit impale scales with damage, but it ain't me. It seems really good. Because one spell can inflict multiple impales, right? It's interesting. It seems very PoE 2E, where it's like easy crit, but way harder to figure out damage. The damage effectiveness might be what lets this skill down, though. Like, yeah, you hit twice, and that's great and all, but... Although you can spell cascade this. That is true. You can spell cascade this, huh? Interesting. I don't know. It seems good, but this is a new kind of realm we're in. We don't really know what builds like this look like yet, but I think somebody's gonna make a build out of this and be good with it. Bladefall of Volleys. Ethereal weapons rain from the sky. 6% crit chance. 7 volleys. Higher fizz. More damage per volley. 25% increased crit chance per volley. Oh. So it's like Glacial Cascade. That's what it's like. It's like physical Glacial Cascade. So if you're lucky and you hit 6 and 7 on the volleys against like a boss you can aim with perfectly, you're doing, well, it has 100% effectiveness of added damage, so you got to keep that in mind. So you're doing 200% effective damage on a 1000 base fizz spell, and then multiplying it by 60 and 70% more damage, so 65% more damage. And then you get 100% increased crit automatically. I think the numbers look really good, but you have to aim it, because if it's not aimed perfectly, the numbers look shit. But if you aim it right and you hit volley 6 and 7, it seems really good. I think this screams spell cascade, but I don't know how much you actually help with it, you know? Because one wave will hit like once on the first wave, which is not great. I don't know. I think it's good. Same thing as the other one. Bladefall is really hard to interpret. No lingering blades here either. Interesting. Blade Trap of Laceration. Throws a trap which once triggered swings 2 copies of your equipped dagger, claw, sword, one-handed, whatever, around in a circle, each damaging the enemy it spins through. Way more bleed damage with high effectiveness of added damage. That is way better than the traditional Blade Trap, right? Blade Trap is terrible added damage. Yeah, 96%. But if you're dual wielding, it'll rotate 5 times. With 25% increased rotation speed. Wow, this damage though. So double attack damage, 80% more damage with bleeding. Oh god, what the fuck do you even use with this though? Well, you have to be a gladiator. Obviously, right? Because if you're a gladiator, you have wave clear with bleed explosions. And that's something Blade Trap struggles with, right? Is just clearing maps. The problem is what does your single target look like? And it only rotates 1 time. So you can't do Crimson Dance shenanigans, right? Because Crimson Dance is like you're hitting the enemy like 20 times a second total to get like insane bleeds. With like Ruthless procs and all that. But this is like you really are just throwing out 1 trap with 1 super bleed. This seems horrible. I mean, oh lord, why not just puncture? Like, is there anything this can do that puncture doesn't do better? Because at least puncture like AoE shotguns. I don't know. Oh, it attacks faster, I guess, because you have traps. I don't like it. I don't think the damage is there. Like your base damage is going to be so low with your dagger, claw, or one-handed sword. Like there's some good bleed weapons you can get with those, but I don't think this is it. Blade Trap of Great Swords. Based. Oh, I want to play it, and I know I shouldn't, but I want to. It's cool. I really like this a lot. The problem is while the attack damage looks great, that cooldown though, oof, 8 seconds. But it lasts 4 seconds. That's so good. It's a great cooldown skill. The problem is what are you using when you're not using Blade Trap of Great Swords? Has anyone figured that out yet? Like, what else scales with that? Like, you have accuracy because you're using Blade Trap, right? So do you use like fucking Lacerate? I don't know. You have to use an attack though. If you're using an attack with a 2-handed sword, is it really a Blade Trap build anymore? Because it feels like... Well, here's the real question, chat. This is the real problem with this skill. I don't know if anyone has really caught on with this yet. The problem with this skill is why doesn't every single 2-handed sword build use this skill? Because in order to use Blade Trap, you have to have accuracy. If you want it to crit, you need crit chance. So if you're like a Lacerate build, why not just throw this in? That's the problem I see with this, is I feel like it doesn't have an identity as like a build, like a Blade Trap build. It feels like it has an identity of, here, you have your 2-handed sword build, have some more damage. Like, it almost feels like Bear Trap in that regard. Like, now I'm thinking of like, if I play a 2-handed sword build, like Lacerate. Like Lacerate Slayer, right? My ultimate well, old Lacerate. Slayer, right? Two-handed sword build, base crit, frenzy and endurance, brutal charges, whatever. Why wouldn't they just use this on like a 2-link? It's like this plus like multi-trap or whatever it is. Trap field. You throw out 3 of them and just never worry about it again. Pretty much. It has to be balanced around being usable as a burst opener versus bosses with normal attack builds. Yeah, I think that's all it is, sadly. Okay, well, that is what it is. Enjoy two-handed sword builds. Blade Flurry of Incision. I don't like Blade Flurry. It was grossly overpowered when I was really into the game. And boy, oh boy, that shit never got nerfed. Well, it did, but it just became irrelevant by power creep. Let's see. Repeatedly hit enemies in a circle in front of you while channeling, dealing damage to and around the enemy. Crit chance is continually boosted while channeling. You will unleash an additional hit for each stage reached once the channeling ends. Requires a dagger, sword, or one-handed sword. Okay. So you're losing a lot of attack damage effectiveness. Because Blade Flurry has like 75% or something, right? Oh no, it's 50%. Attack speed 160. Added fizz. Interesting. So same attack damage, same attack speed, same added fizz. You just get more crit chance for each stage, max of 6. Well, here's the real thing, right? I remember playing Blade Flurry when it was released back then when you could use Ball Pact on ES and was instant. Well, I was about to say my biggest memory with Blade Flurry was when everyone did Hand of Wisdom in action and just insta-stacked and got ES with Ball Pact and shit, right? So the question we have to ask ourselves is this better with insta-stacking? I almost want to say it is better because you have way more crit, which means Inquisitor is opened up again, right? Because you always played Inquisitors, right? With that. And crit is like necessary in order for Inquisitor to function with a Blade Flurry build. So you would go Inquisitor, crit. That's the only way I would see this as being useful. I want to instack, chat. I want to do a Hand of Wisdom in action build this league. I want to instack. I want to get like 12,000 ES. Yeah, I was doing it as an Inquis. Yeah, that's the only reason I really see using this. Anyway, interesting. If I ever use it, it'll be on an Inquisitor. Blade Blast of Dagger Detonation. Deal spell damage in an area around you. Your equipped daggers add to this damage. What? Deals spell damage in an area around you. Your equipped daggers add to this damage. Okay, you have a paltry fizz damage. Deals added spell damage equal to 580% of damage of equipped dagger if 2 daggers are equipped. Okay, fuck dual wielding. Oh my god, this is overpowered. I think this is the most powerful gem we've seen. You guys want to know why? Because all you have to do is go Inquisitor, pick up the Spell Blade, or whatever it is, Mage Blade, that node. Then you use the Spell Blade gem. Then you use this. Then you use inter-deck stacking to get a bunch of added cold or added lightning damage. And then you just spam this shit. And you're an Inquisitor too, so you're spamming that shit. That seems incredible. 580% of damage. Spellblade is how much? This gives you 135%. This gives you 100%. So you're doing 235 plus 580, which is 800. Oh my god. How much damage is that? 865% of your equipped dagger damage? It's the mythical blade skill? Chat, I might have to league start this. This seems grossly overpowered. Am I crazy? Fuck the flat fizz. Fucking deck stack that shit. Oh my god, there's so many ways you could scale that too. You don't even have to deck stack. What about like just using a fucking not a Volcanus, fuck. Not Whispering Ice. What's that dagger? It's the cold dagger. It's the White Wind, that's what it was. White Wind gives you a lot of added cold. So let's live in a world where this does your min-maxing 190 to 320. So let's do some math, chat. On average, let's see, 190 plus 320 divided by 2. You're doing 255 added cold, right? What did we say that multiplication was to add to the spell? It was 865%, I believe. So we're gonna multiply it by 8.65. So the base cold damage on that blade skill, the new one, is going to be with just White Wind alone, 2,205 damage. Now, obviously, it's not the highest we've ever seen, but that's pretty fucking good. That seems incredible. In fact, you could even cock it. Daggers have really high base crit, right? Like White Wind has what crit? 6.3. You're an Inquisitor, right? So you're critting anyway. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's dagger. You can't use Hand of Wisdom in action. I think this is gross. All right, well, that's going on the list. All right, so what do we have here? We have Blade, Blast of Dagger. Holy shit, OP in quiz. Cock? Self? Yeah, I think that's great. Wow, what a fucking gem. 2.9 meters. Wait, that's 29 range, isn't it? What's Ice Nova? No, really, what the fuck is Ice Nova? Oh my god. 34. So basically, just around that blue circle you see just below the green circle is the base range? Dude, that's really big. I kind of want to self-cast it. It's a Nova skill. Didn't we just say Nova skills didn't have damage? For reference, that is like 50% bigger base AoE than Vortex and slightly more than Shock Nova. What the fuck? That seems gross. And it's so easy. You just build face, like that's all the damage you need, like base damage you need. If you do something stupid like deck stacking that shit, well, you wouldn't do that on Inquisitor. Stacking that shit and getting a bunch of lightning damage on your dagger, dude, that seems really good. That seems gross. Well, hell, can you strength stack a dagger? I don't think you can. Well, let's look at it. Fuck it. This might be a build option here. It does cast on crit. All right, Craft of Exile, come to the rescue here. So we're looking for dagger prefixes. Anything that can stack here. So we have lightning damage per 10 int, cold damage per 10 dex. Either of those are incredible. The question is, can I get strength? And I don't think I can. Cold damage per dex, lightning damage per int. Added fire, added cold and penetrate, and that's it. Incursion doesn't have anything, right? No. All right, well, we have daggers, and I'm thinking this might be this situation. The problem is I can't do the hybrid craft on a dagger. Maybe you guys know why, but you can't get plus level of socketed cold gems on a claw, but you can on a dagger. So if you do the hybrid craft that I always show in that video, you might get this, which is not good. Silkwing Butterfly, hello! Welcome to the... Holy shit, we might be doing Blade Blast this league. That's so cool. I don't know if it's cool or broken, but this seems very, very good. This seems incredible. God, you don't even need... Oh, God, you don't even need Cold Pen. You could just fucking triple essence craft this shit. Well, not triple essence. This ain't Sentinel League, but... It's like an entirely new skill, just a Fizz Nova? No, it's not a Fizz Nova. Fuck the Fizz. It could have 0 Fizz. It could do no damage besides the dagger damage, and it would be a great skill. It's incredible. You're looking at 1800 Fizz damage based with a Binos? Fuck Poison! Although Poison, though. You don't hit fast enough, though, do you? Although you do hit really hard. I think this is great. I think this is an incredible dagger. If we league start it, I'm going Inquisitor, obviously. We gotta, how do you not get Battle Mage with this? Oh, come on. Battle Mage speaks for itself. I would probably do Cast While Channeling Cyclone, this. Because it has so much damage, you can afford to just spam it, right? Or we do self-cast, and we just right-click it, and then shield charge around, kind of deal. Yeah, that's what we would... You wouldn't dual wield this. That's an option, though. So we self-cast it, and we shield charge around, and we balance out our spell and attack damage, whatever. So we get Fanaticism, which gives us 75% more attack speed, reduced cost, and 75% increased AoE. That's a lot of AoE. And then we would balance it out with... I don't know what we would get. I kind of just want to go Instruments of Virtue, Inevitable Judgment, and like Augury, and just fuck Conk Ground. Interesting. Although it is kind of funny that now we get Linger on our little jewels or whatever. So Inquisitor no longer is required to go Conk Path unless you also want Energy Shield recovery. It's because now you get Linger for 2 seconds on the charms. So you always go Sanctuary. You never go Pious Path unless you want the ES charge, right? So you get Sanctuary. God, I don't even want crit on it, do we? What's the crit chance on it? 6%? Yeah, that's a great gem. Okay, never mind. This is the best gem that came out with so far. I think this shit's overpowered. In fact, I'm gonna call it right now, chat. Numbers are getting nerfed on this. I would not be surprised if this immediately gets knocked down to like 300% damage, okay? I'm gonna call it right now. This shit is gonna get nerfed by half. It's gonna go down to 300% damage. I'm not sure that Battle Mage is necessarily the way. It's only 70% more. It is the way. How do you not do that? It's just thematically. Do you play Cast on Crit and not go like crit? It's like, it makes it so, it's like going Elementalist and not going Ignite. It feels wrong, you know? It's like going Necromancer and not using minions. It feels wrong, you know? Champion but not using ballistas, or like a Juggernaut who doesn't use Bone Shatter. Like, it's thematically, we have to use Battle Mage. Like, come on. How do you not use Battle Mage, Spellblade, get that shit up to like 800 fucking %, whatever. Is it 800%? What is it? 100 plus 135? Question mark? What was it? 135, 235%. Fucking goddamn. 815%? Jesus Christ. So much damage. Anyway, let's move on. Blame Blast of Unloading. Deal spell damage in an area around you. If you have Blade Vortex Blades surround you, it will detonate them in turn. Look at that paltry damage. So if you have, what, 10 blades, it'll explode them in turn, probably at the same speed regular Blade Blast works, so it's pretty fast. Interesting. I'm assuming the area of effect is the quality, but I don't know how to interpret this one because I'm thinking in my head about how much you could spam regular Blade Vortex, you know? Blade Vortex, you would unleash it probably after you cast Blade Blast as well, so you'd have 10 Blade Blast, unleash cast, and then try to cast as many as you can before they all explode. There's no like escalating damage factor, you know? As long as it does more damage, it just has more AoE, you know? It's not my play style, but I don't really like the Lingering Blade style anyway, and this is basically that, except it's a Nova. But why would you do this when you have Dagger Detonation around you, you know? You know? Barrage of Volley Fire. This is not appealing to me. Arc of Oscillating. Arc of Lightning. Each time the arc chains, it will also chain a secondary arc to another enemy, but this secondary arc cannot chain further. So that is already a nerf to your damage because you can't use the new curse to spawn enemies and then have the arc hit the guy again, right? I wonder if those new curses can scale curse effectiveness to spawn more enemies. I didn't even think about that. Wait, can curse effectiveness increase? No, because that's a separate node. It can't increase the damage taken from Pacify. Okay, never mind. But it probably could increase the number of corpses that you spawn. Chain 7 times 50% more. Oh, that's why they did it. People think that secondary arc is a buff. No, that shit's to nerf the 50%. I see what they're going for here. So you have way more damage with each chain. It looks like you have way lower base damage, but you can't hit the same target twice very easily because with the new curse, with the old arc, you can hit the same target twice now because it'll chain enough times. So arc double hits, but with this, it doesn't. But the initial hit is way stronger if you have more chains. Okay, I vibe with it. It's fine. I would rather I'd rather use the new tech of, if I even played Arc, to hit the target twice, because I think that interaction is really cool and it gives you an excuse to go Warlock or whatever. But, okay, all right. Arc of Surging. It's the beam one. We've already seen it. Animator Guardian of Smiting. We've seen it. And Absolution of Inspiring. What is this? Okay. Increases and reductions to minion damage also apply. Oh, it's like Dominating Blow. So you have less Summon Sentinels? You do. Max 2. Okay. So it's the Dominating Blow treatment. So to kind of touch on what we talked about earlier with the Dominating Blow, because we looked at this backwards to forwards. I liked the change because it means you don't need to go all the way to the very far left of the tree anymore to get Spiritual Command for doing damage yourself in order to start the chain, in order to start that process of summoning the minions. It means you don't need to go there. So if you want to play Absolution or Dominating Blow, and you can't make it to the left side of the tree, the build's not dead anymore, you can now scale minion damage to also apply to your main skill. Also hilariously makes cast on crit Absolution a thing now, which, I don't know, maybe Math will come out with a build or something. Maybe like bow cast on crit with like Absolution? I don't know. I mean, wait, why don't I do this? Wait, I'm playing a minion build. Holy shit. Hold on. I'm playing Bowcast on Crit. Necro. Fuck the Sentinels. Is this just a good damage skill to have? Minion damage would apply. I am getting a lot of minion damage. Maybe we do pick this up instead of Detonate Dead. Is this better than Detonate Dead? No shot, right? It's so funny that there is practically a cheat code out there by just following a Mathel build, but picking one from 2 leagues ago that still works and no one else is playing it. Well, now I'm thinking I kind of want to do this over the DD portion of it. We'll still have Volatile Dead. We'll still spawn corpses with Azeneth's Mark. But I'm almost wondering if this is better than DD. It might be. It eases up corpse requirements too. It's interesting. I'm not gonna use it, but I think somebody out there might. All right, so that's all the gems. What are we coming away with? Well, at this point, these are my league starters. Either we're going Necro Bow, cast on crit, league starting as Volatile Dead, Detonate Dead. This was the plan going into today. Or Transitional Crackling Lance, either Ignite or Inquisitor. This is the one with the big beam per cast. Cleave of motherfucking Rage Berserker, because the new cleave scales rage, which is kind of cool. And I like the idea of having 1 axe, 1 sword, and using the dual mastery and all that. It's something we haven't really done before. Or Blade Blast of, holy shit, this is overpowered and gonna get nerfed. I'm still calling it that the Blade Blast gem is getting nerfed. I think that's an inevitable thing. I don't see a world where this doesn't get shot. If it doesn't die before League starts, and they don't do any last minute hot fixes, I think we're gonna go Blade Blast of Daggers. It seems so good. Now here's the real question though, chat. Do we do Inquisitor? Now we are gonna do Spellblade. That's really good. I wish we could like edit gems. So this is going from 135% to 715%. That's the buff. The question is, do we go Inquisitor for Battle Mage for another 100%? Well, it's a Nova skill, so we need to keep that in mind, meaning it lends itself really well to Cyclone, Cast While Channeling, or Cast on Crit. I think that's what we're gonna go for, right? Like, how do you not? I mean, we could self-cast it. This would scream fanaticism, because we could just whirling blades around. Do we go poison? I mean, Fonzie kind of brought it up earlier. We could go poison, so like Pathfinder? No, occultist. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah, we would go occultist. Get a Beano's? Oh, shit. Oh my god, chat. Profane Bloom. Oh, this seems so good. It seems like a terrible Ignite skill. Chat, okay, this is what I'm gonna say right now, just so it's on the record. If they don't nerf new Blade Blast, because that shit's gonna be overpowered, again, I'm saying this for like 100 times to get this on the record. If they nerf it, we'll change. If they don't, for some reason, hotfix it, we're gonna play it. I'm going to abuse the holy living shit out of this. Just get a charm or two and you'll be an occultist already. Based. Well, that's kind of why I want to do Inquisitor, because you get Pious Path and a charm, right? It doesn't matter if it only lingers for 2 seconds. It's the linger that matters. Because you can use Cyclone, and then Frostblink, and then fucking Shield Charge. Let's see your POV for it. That's the problem, is what do we even do with it? Like, it's one of those skills that I feel like is so powerful. You can do like any ascendancy with it. You could go poison, you could go fucking white wind, you can deck stack, you can instack. You can't strength stack because you don't have fire damage per 10 strength as an option on a dagger. What are the unique daggers we can scale with? I don't even know. Beano's. Cold Iron Point? No, that's a meme. Don't do it. Volcanus. What is, let's sort by like elemental DPS. Hit DPS? Divinarius? No. Is there really no way to sort by like cold damage? Why? Like, poison DPS, dot DPS, attack speed? Really? No option, huh? Okay. Arcali's Fang? No. Beanos? Oh, Arcali's Fang though. I mean, that ain't fucking terrible. Consuming Dark, Divinarius, Goblin Edge. I'm just looking at anything with like high flat DPS, just high flat numbers. Mark of the Doubting Knight, no. Nothing super interesting. Volcanus. I mean, it would work. It has flat fizz on the gem. And that is a lot of damage. We could bleed with the Cyclone, so I'm not worried about that. We'd have to hit with it, though. In hindsight, maybe we don't go cast on crit. White Wind just seems to lend itself so well to this. What if we go Flicker Strike? What if we do White Wind, Flicker Strike, cast on crit, Blade Blast, and then Spellblade. This does mean we're going Raider, right? Can we sustain frenzies? As a league start? We can't go swords either. Mark gives us... Mark Mastery gives us 10%, right? 10%. Raider gives us 30%. Oof, I don't know if that's enough, guys. For league start. I mean, we could just get a sword mastery and just say fuck it. And just get 8% there. 38% might be enough. Blood Rage quality gives it. Does Assassin's Mark give it? No. Is there any mark that gives frenzy charges? Maybe on kill. Endurance charge. Frenzy charge when slain, that's right. Okay. Well, we have to go Assassin's Mark, right? Don't really have a choice there anyway. So Flicker Strike, Blade Blast, Cast on Crit, Spellblade. If we go Flicker, we have to... If we league start Flicker, we have to go Raider. Okay, I don't really have a choice on this, but I don't think 30%'s enough. I think we have to have... Because they're getting rid of Anomalous Blood Rage. Does regular Blood Rage have it? Yeah, Anomalous Blood Rage gives you Frenzy Charge when you hit a unique. Yeah, I don't think we can actually sustain. Because they're not changing anything about Blood Rage in the new gems, right? Oh, hello. Jesus. Affliction Teasers, Transfigured Gems... Changed gems. Yeah, there's no way Blood Rage is on here. Yeah, not on there. Is it in the patch notes? Oops. It is not. Okay, so you lose Frenzy on hit. That's just erased from the game. Okay. Well, that's the question, isn't it? I mean, I guess we could get lucky with Charms, because they're going to have Frenzy on hit, right? They're not going to... They're not gonna not have Frenzy on hit as like a charm. I'm just thinking, like, is 30% gonna be enough? There's no shot, right? 30% isn't enough, because I did this shit. I've done this exact build, Flicker Strike, White Wind, but it was just the Flicker Strike build. Flicker Strike, White Wind, fucking League Start Raider. I've done this exact build, and there wasn't enough charge generation. 30%'s not enough. And I had anomalous, well, I didn't League Start it, but I had anomalous Blood Rage as well. For 2% or whatever chance on hit. That helped a little. How do people League Start Flicker Strike? I think we have to go the Sword node, right? To give you the 8%, because 38% is risky, but it's at least sustainable, you know? Because you're gonna want like Ice Bite too, right? No, this doesn't get added to Blade Blast damage, right? Oh, it does. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, I'm so confused. Oh, well, it does in a roundabout way. It does in a roundabout way. It doesn't scale from weapon damage, which means it's not that useful, right? All the weapon is what gives this damage. Ice Bite gives the skill damage, but that's, we want like 800% scaling, you know? So maybe we drop Flicker Strike, but we keep the cast on crit idea. I think that's a good idea. The question is, what attack do we use besides Cyclone? Flicker Strike seemed so good. Let me think. Do we range this? No, it's a Nova skill. We want to get up close, right? So we don't want range. And we can't sustain a flicker easily. We can only get 30% with Raider. And we have to use a dagger, which means White Wind lends itself really well to a League Star scenario. Generally seems like Cyclone. I mean, it'd be good. Flicker Strike just seems so much better, you know? Hold on. Wasn't there an endurance charge one where you like expend endurance charges for movement? I mean, we have so much base damage. Do we just go Juggernaut? We get our accuracy solved because we can't go Resolute Technique. We just get our endurance charges. We well, no, because if we're doing cast on crit, fuck, we're doing Cyclone. God damn it. All right, fine, fine. I still think Flicker Strike was better. All right, Spellblade, Shockwave. No, it's a spell. Fuck that. Inspiration seems like the only thing, because we don't need anything on here. Oh, increase crit, right? I think that has to be our 6 link. I don't see anything else that works easily. Oh, I just don't know where to go with this. There's so many. You could go like fire conversion and shit. You could have like cold to fire and just fire convert and go chieftain and just get massive explosions. Holy shit. I mean, we could fire convert with White Wind. Does White Wind need anything cold specific? Does it have a cold pen? Oh, we have a bunch of chance to suppress. I didn't even notice that. Right. No, we want White Wind, and we can't shield charge because we're not going to have a shield. We just get 35% suppress, a bunch of evasion, and cold damage, which is not insignificant. It's just really hard to get a well-rolled thing, you know? Because, I mean, that's a difference between like 100%, you know, cold damage. So I'm starting to lean toward Raider again. That would give us an even 75% chance to suppress. We get free exposure, good exposure. Elemental ailment immunity. Problem is crit, but we have so much defenses here. I think we just go crit. Suppress. Good. Good. Yes. That or onslaught. Movement speed's so good, but I think just having easy frenzies to scale, you know, is pretty good as well. 75% chance to phase. Boom. Just go mass evasion. We have so much base damage that I think we're just going like hatred, grace, and we'll just go from there. Life. Don't care about LE damage with attacks. We already have max suppress, so that's pretty fucking juicy. Damage of cold ailments. Fizz is extra cold? No, it's flat cold. That's all we care about. Okay, okay. So now we go crit. All crit support gems, which does matter, question mark? It gives us minus mana cost. That's pretty sweet. Why? Oh, because inspiration is a crit gem. Oh, that's cute. Probably worth it. Get a frenzy charge. We're gonna end up coming all the way down here for the frenzy charge. Coming all the way up here for the frenzy charge. Life. Probably life gain on hit. Well, even Clever Thief is useful, right? Seems like it's useful. Mark is pretty good here. We could go full aggro here. It gives us an excuse to do it. I can tell you what to put in your config if you show your weapon's average hit. Weapon's average hit, assuming we don't have a perfect one. Hold on. Save. Okay. Average hit of the weapon, 93 DPS, 1.7 attacks per second. Well, that's physical DPS. I don't fucking know. There's the weapon. It's White Wind. If using Blade Blast, it's the average damage times 1.43, adjusting for BB's 70% damage efficiency and times 5.8. What is my damage? Let's see. It is 170 to 300, which is half of 130 is 65. 235 cold damage. 235 cold damage is our average cold damage hit, and that's all we're really scaling is the cold. So 235. 235. What'd you say it was? Times 1.43 times 5.8. 2,000 cold damage. But that's... Oh, because I lowered the roll. Okay, that makes sense. And that is before Spellblade and all that shit too. So that's why that's so low. So it's 1949. So how do I add this in if it's 1950? Just do 1950 added cold. I don't know how to scale this. Anyway, it is all like it matters anyway. It's all theory. Adds 2048 to 2048. Oh, thank you. Adds 456 to 456. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind, Fonzie. We'll just remember this is the high end of damage for this weapon. We don't even have to use this fucking weapon, but damage adds 2048 to 2048 cold damage. There we go. Sweet. Thank you. The damage isn't as insane as you might think, TBH. Well, that's before Spellblade, but I get it. I get it. I think it's pretty good. I think it's good. Okay. Phasing, suppress. We have max suppress. We could do something stupid like acro easily, but I don't know how wise that is. We do need dagger nodes, so boom, 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 boom. Another mark mastery for culling, and we get frenzies, which we already had because we're raider. Do we want to be raider? Do we want onslaught? Kind of want onslaught, to be honest. We'd rather have 40% increased attack and movement speed, or 10 to 10% more chance to evade, or 28% movement speed, 28% attack speed, 70% attack damage, which we don't care about, 70% increased evasion. I think I'd rather just go onslaught nodes and just get frenzy charges anyway. Movement speed, that, and that. I think we do that. I think that's how we do it. More attack speed and all that shit. Spellblade isn't that great either because you already have so much added damage and it's only 100%. No, it's not 100%. Spellblade is 135%. Regular like battle mage is 100%. This is 135%. Kind of a good support gem, isn't it? Then we have mana, which we already taken care of. Probably gonna need a dagger node here. Boom, crit. Wow, we can get another 10% suppress. Cute. Crits have culling, don't need it. Elusive, don't need it. Proj speed, it's a Nova, it's not projectiles. We can get 8% more damage with hits if we can get poison, which is a one-hit wonder, right? Yeah, we're gonna get that. That seems really, really good. Because now we can get a trivial +5 poisons, which I can't enable anywhere. That's kind of cute. 135% added from Spellblade is only like 18.9% more when added to 580 from the spell. Oh shit, you're right. This is why it's gonna get nerfed. We don't need Battle Mage or Spellblade anymore, do we? Jesus. Oh my god. The fuck? I just want a deck stack on this, you know? I want a deck stack. I want to get a shit ton of cold damage. Wait, can you deck stack? You must be able to. It's cold damage. It says deal, you know, what is it, 2 to 4 cold damage per dex? It's like deal 4,000 cold damage with attacks with this weapon. I'm assuming you can add that to Spellblade. The number you're looking at is lower than it should be, though. The number is actually 1.43 times that because you're looking at current Blade Blast with 70% damage. Yeah, that's fine. Again, I'd rather underestimate than overestimate, you know? Well, let's think about this. I really do think this will work. Let me just do thinking pose here. Let me think. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much to think about. So we don't need Spellblade or anything else. We don't need Battle Mage. We just have the gem. Is the only way we're gonna really make this work is for deck stacking? Because it's sounding like it. In stacking works too. The problem is that to get the dagger is significantly more difficult than getting the claw. The claw's trivial. The claw, you just fucking block a few things, you're good, right? It's deterministic. The dagger is significantly harder. If you don't, do we just essence a dagger? Is that just better than White Wind? 183 to 311. Okay, we have a dagger, and it's a dagger. Pneumonic dagger means that you'll poison easily, but we'll ignore that. We'll just get like what, an ambusher? Lower crit, higher attack speed. No, I'd rather have a gutting knife, wouldn't you? Okay, and then you would go essenced. What is tier 1 cold damage? 111 to 189. So this thing has effectively tiered -4 cold damage. That's why people using Spellblade Battlemage use Energy Blade, not Ephemeral Edge. No, conditional added damage does not work with this kind of effect. Oh, you can't deck stack it, huh? Wow, White Wind might really be the option here. Let's think about this. Let's essence on some cold. That's suffering. So that's deafening. Okay, so that's tier 2 cold, right? Well, low tier 1, you know what I mean. Do we just have to go for that and this? Obviously, if we get any other roll, it comes out ahead. The problem is if we multi-ellie, which is looking like we have to. If we multi-ellie this, and then I would like get some attack speed on there. Actually, you don't even need that, just crit chance, I guess. The problem is if you try Ellie, all of a sudden Inquisitor looks a lot more appealing again. I mean, you can Ellie curse, I guess, but this is just better than White Wind at this point, you know, because you get a shield now. So if you're try Ellie spamming, man, this is almost like a Rebuke of the Vol problem, you know? So let's use Essenced Hatred. Let's use an Essence of Hatred and get 2 mid-tier elemental rolls of Fire and Lightning with some crit chance. Okay, that's our dagger. Hey, old goo boy, how's the League Star going? Ruben, well, we're picking out a build. Currently, we're settled on Blade Blast of Dagger, holy shit, overpowered. Probably Inquisitor, probably cast on crit. I think this is what we're settling on is an Inquisitor, just because it gives you we need inevitable judgment is what it's coming down to. It helps so much with solving like all issues with penetration. We get a bunch of strength and int, which helps a lot with daggers because now we just need dex. We get battle mage. So here's the question. At this point, we could go Instruments of Zeal and just whirling blades around, or shield charge, probably shield charge, and just get fanaticism and just self-cast spam the Nova. We could cast while channeling or cast on crit. And I'm thinking cast on crit because we're going inevitable judgment anyway, right? You still think holy shit overpowered? I think it's very good. I think it's very good. Jesus. Oops, I don't have the added cold anymore. The cold is like half. We'll do like, again, we'll low range this. So cold will be the same. And then this will be like what, 5? I know you guys don't see anything I'm typing here. 500 fire damage. 500 to 500 lightning damage, like that kind of deal. So now we have some sort of more realistic, you know, deal. So yeah, now we have a mixture of damage, mainly cold because we have the essence. Can we Trinity this? No, Trinity only works for attacks, right? Can you Trinity a spell if you cast while crit? Support skills that hits enemies. Cannot support triggered skills. Ah, well, fuck you. Gary the Storm Cascade incoming, although I can't think it costs. Cock and League start brave, really brave. Oh, we're doing it, baby. No, it's not that bad, Fonzie, but I think it'll be good. We have to take Augury, right? I would only take Sanctuary if it was like, if we did self-cast, it would look like this. It'd be like boom, boom, boom. And that's how we would do self-cast. Is that what we do? It'd be better for League Start for sure. Or even cast while channeling, huh? But I kind of want to do like a self-cast thing. That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? We could like try Herald it up. You don't go Guardian, do we? No, that'd be stupid. I kind of want to go self-cast and just say fuck it. So we drop this. We drop Cyclone. We just have Blade Blast with Spellblade, Battle Mage, and huge damage. And then we would just go self-cast. So what we actually need is Spell Echo. Ellie Pen. No! Yes. The range is pretty good. I think we can get away with Conk Effect because I think the answer here is we go Herald spamming. This is almost like a try Herald kind of build, you know? Why does Herald of Ice lower my damage? The fuck? Oh, because I got rid of the other one. Herald of Ash. Herald of Thunder. That's kind of cool. We're going for like a Tri-Herald setup. And then obviously we go to the top of the tree. Damn. Gotta free this. That's interesting. My face when Gary does his best to make a skill with potential as weak as he can. What do you mean? I think this is all right. I like it. Interesting. I do like the idea of self-cast here, though. Well, I mean, we're self-cast with Sanctuary. Can we get away with, like, Righteous Fire? Ooh, 90%. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Fuck, I don't think we can sustain a Righteous Fire. That's stupid. Surely using Heralds at slightly more flat damage to a spell as a ton of that damage will work out. I'm back. What's the build? Okay, listen. The new Blade Blast is overpowered. We're making a build off of it. And I'm like, big brain. My IQ is like, expand. My brain is so big. I need a better haircut because, Jesus, like, it can't contain the wrinkles that my brain contains in this skull, okay? We are doing the new Blade Blast as a League starter, unless they hotfix it, in which case we're doing some Necromancer Volatile Dead shenanigans. But if they don't nerf it, I think it's overpowered. So we're trying to figure out how to League start this. I think I'm leaning on just self-cast Inquisitor with Fanaticism. His IQ is far beyond mine. I couldn't possibly make a new Blade Blast this bad. No, it's better. All right. I agree. Cock has more high end, but we're League starting this shit. Okay. I think this is good. Sorry, I was figuring out music. Hold on. Wow, this is loading so slowly. There we go. Brain's so big, the build is viable. It has to be. It's so good. Gotta go Ellie Overload, right? Wow, we even have a high crit. Do we go heralds? It does just give added though. You are right. We don't really need added, do we? That's so much damage. Gary, just get other things. It won't be much damage. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We need LE weakness. Could get Arcane Surge. How much mana is it? 16. It's the same as before, right? Assuming it's the same as before. I'm staying at 16. What makes the new Blade Blast so OP do? Okay, the new Blade Blast says that your dagger is like 6 times. You take your dagger, multiply the flat damage by 6, and that's the base damage for your spell. But that combos with Spellblade and Battle Mage. So now with those combined, now you're looking at 815% of your dagger flat damage is your base spell damage, which is a lot. Realistic take is the skill has some potential, but probably isn't that great. Maybe Pathfinder cock poison with binos. Nah, I don't want to go poison with it. I think flat damage LE spam is the way to go. I think that's what we do. I think we just go hard cast speed, just basic crit, Arcane Surge probably. 400 mana? Are we really spending 400 mana? Probably not, right? Controlled destruction, nope. Faster casting until we get better? Yeah, probably worth it, huh? Inspiration's probably worth it. We don't really need to worry about mana though, because Fanaticism already reduces cost by 75%, and then we get 75% more. I'm not too worried about mana. It has 500% Battle Mage, but only 100% damage effectiveness, and Gary thinks adding in Spellblade and Battle Mage will be good. Yeah, of course it will be. It's really fucking good. People use Energy Blade, and y'all love that so goddamn much. Or whatever the Fire Obsidian Dagger is called, the Vulcan Dagger. No, I'm thinking out of all of our options, the best option, we were looking at White Wind mainly because it has such a huge cold damage roll. The best option I could find is just spamming essences of any kind until you get triple essence crit, and there you go. I wanted to do Flicker Strike, but no. Actually, you don't even need crit, never mind. There, boom. Just try LE Dagger. Nobody loved Energy Blade, but that GGG trailer guy? No, once people figured out that Ivory Tower tech with like strength and it stacking, it got figured out. People started to like it more. I think, oh, never mind. The Mathel Spectral Throw cast on crit did not use Energy Blade, did it? It was Spectral Throw, cast on crit, Blazing Salvo. I think that's what the build was. I think we just use a dagger with Tri-Ele and just have a shit ton of elemental damage. Well, let's actually calculate. We can do that now. Let's calculate our base. Assuming we're doing Inquisitor and we don't care about the source of the damage, you know? So we have 23 plus 91 plus 72 plus 131 plus 91 plus 162 plus 12 plus 212 divided by 6. No, 8. 99.5. No, that's average. Fuck. Okay. God damn it. I did that wrong. Okay, hold on. So we actually have 23 plus... Okay, clear the whole thing. 23 plus 90... Fuck. 23 plus 91 divided by... Fuck. 23 plus 91 divided by 2. Okay, 57. Okay, remember that. 57. Okay? 72 plus 131 divided by 2. 101 plus 57. Okay, 158.5. Remember that. 91 plus 162 divided by 2 plus 158.5. 285. Okay. Remember that. 285. Okay. 212 plus 212 divided by 2 plus 285. Okay, 397 hit damage on a dagger that's like tier 3 or 4 lightning fire and an essenced cold, all right? So 400 damage, right? Let's multiply that by a battle maged spellblade support, fucking new blade blast, everything. We're gonna multiply it by 815%, and this is the base damage of the new blade blast. 3,235. Okay, now, spoiler alert, that's a lot of base damage, okay? Fireball is the quintessential, like, great scaling spell, and that shit has an average damage of like 2,000 with 370% added effectiveness of damage. But we don't talk about that, okay? Base damage here, all right? With 3,200 base damage in a Nova spell, I think that is incredible, okay? I think it's gonna be a great skill, okay? And this is with nothing else on the dagger for like other mods, like fucking, I don't know. Is there any cool like shaper mod we can get or something? There must be. Like a cool shaper suffix or like warlord suffix or something. Crit multi. I don't know. There's something out there we could probably use. Probably flat dex is what we're gonna be needing. Volcanic cast on crit kinda sounds appealing. Not only does it have a solid base damage, but it can give like 200% increased damage. Its attack speed and crit kinda suck though. Surely if it's so easy to get, you'll actually craft one, right? Yeah, trivial. Chat. You know what? I'm gonna put math, all right? I'm gonna put fucking numbers where my mouth is, okay? Search. One-handed weapons, daggers, okay? Essence of hatred, okay? Boom. What are the chances that we get added fire, like tier 4, added lightning, tier 4 on the same weapon? I'm betting like 1 in 60. 1 in motherfucking 9. Okay, 1 in 9 essences, we get both of those mods on the same item, okay? Holy shit, I am a goddamn genius, okay? Fucking easy to get this dagger, okay? Yeah, we'll just ignore adding in both Battle Mage and Spellblade, added 40% damage together for the cost of support in an Ascendancy node. What else are you gonna get? If you're gonna do self-cast, Inquisitor's clearly the best, right? Like, why would you not do Inquisitor? It's 1 in 9. And that shit's not even for the top tier mods. What if you do like tier 2s on them? 1 in 100. 1 in 45. Wait, what is it for all tier 1s? It must be like 1 in like 200, right? 1 in 218 for double tier 1 and essenced cold. Obviously that's a lot, but like even just tier 2s. Like, holy shit, 1 in 45 essences. At least 25% more damage support plus a good Ascendancy node? Yeah, I don't know, chat. I feel like I got this. Because you don't need flat damage anymore, right? I was doing dumbass stuff with like heralds, but like, now you just scale. Now you just scale like on hit spamming shit, right? You go with like cast speed and stuff and like percents. You don't need to worry about like rings or anything, right? We go crit, so I guess crit multi is what we scale. You don't need flat damage anymore? Well, chat, you don't need flat damage because you go from 580% base to 815% base. That's so huge. That's 235% higher. That's like 50% more. Almost exact. No, it's less. 28% more. See, normal spells work well with added damage because they have good damage effectiveness. This one only is 100% because it inherently gets a ton of flat. Level 74 is tier 7, right? Can't you get that far? Yes. With this skill, I'll fucking kill pinnacles, all right? I have to look at the gem again. Hold on, I have to look at the gem again. One second. This is... Okay. Blade Blast of Dagger Detonation. Let's look at this for a second. Fuck the 2 dagger thing. 6% crit. 0.65 second cast time, so it's already on the low end of things. 20% quality probably contributes to... Wait, what does quality give? Base radius? Ew. Eye level 74 is tier 7, right? Can you get that far? Easy. Easy fight, boys. I'm kind of imagining in my head, chat. Could you pair this with something like Blade Trap? Because Blade Trap only cares about daggers, right? You wouldn't be dual wielding, obviously. But if you pair it with Blade Trap, what that means is that you can fuck shit up. Because you get such high base damage on your daggers, right? Although you do have to worry about accuracy. Okay, never mind, fuck that. That's stupid. I'd like to not worry about accuracy, just the spell. That's all I care about is just the flat damage on the dagger. I was trying to think about how we could do this. The normal gem is probably 500% and the 20% is the 80. Wait, quality scales the spellblade damage? No shot. No shot. You're telling me every quality gives you 4% more spellblade? No way. Fuck you. That's just stupid. You're telling me that 20% quality gives you battle mage. Sorry, 25% quality gives you battle mage again. Interested to see enhanced prices go way up this league. You also have a huge influx of quantity from the new ability to create enhanced gems for however rare that is. That's going to significantly increase the supply as well, so. After 500%, are you really increasing the damage by that much? Yes. Yes, you are. Likely, they've been doing that with a ton of skills like Conduit and Wintertide. Dude, that's so much. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. If we live in a world where we don't use Spellblade, do we self-cast? The answer is no, right? If you're gonna self-cast this, you always use Spellblade, right? Because if you don't have 20 quality, the Spellblade is better. You math nerds. I guess it depends how often that prompt shows up. True. I still think this is like the best one. Like, not even, well, kind of close. I like some other ones too. I like that Cleave one a lot. I just think that this is so good, dude. It's so easy to craft a dagger. 45 essences. You have double tier 2 and an essenced cold at tier 1. Fucking great dagger right there. Gives you 4,000 base damage. If you had a spell with 10k base damage, would you rather add another 500 or 10% more? Well, 10% more, but it's just there's so many cool things you can do with it. There's no way we can leverage the attack speed of a dagger into this, right? And I know that cast on crit, cyclone shit, but like, we can't incorporate any other aspect of the weapon, right? It's just the flat damage. You can't even do conditional stuff like cold damage per 10x, right? I'm trying to think about how we can scale this now with just daggers, the Blade Blast. Could we do something like... I mean, Ignite's not that good, right? It's a huge base damage, but you don't have anything else scaling it. Because at that point, why not just do like... Well, I'd rather do this over EK Ignite, but controversial. Battle Mage is adding that extra 500. So what's the point of the spell then? If you're just going to be scaling, if you just get the flat number and then just move on with your life. Is it just poison? No shot, right? If we had Assassin from Ruthless into this league, where Assassin and Ruthless got all damage can poison, that would be neat. I don't want to go Pathfinder with Beanos, do we? There must be something more viable than goddamn poison, alright? Nothing against poison, but Jesus. Could we do Berserker? Does Berserker's conditional fizz add to it? I don't think it does it? Oh, it does. But it doesn't scale through Spellblade. It adds 20 to 30 fizz damage if you've dealt a crit. That actually does get applied toward the spell, but it's not through the dagger, so it gets scaled by like 6 times or whatever. It's only just 20 to 30 fizz. Its damage isn't bad with a decent weapon. Its AoE is pretty sick. Volcanic is neat. Volcanus is neat. 40% more. That's about it here, huh? Chieftain. Damn, why doesn't Chieftain have like double avatar of fire? That'd be so cool. We need something that can generically penetrate all resistances. Ignite seems bad. You could just go Assassin, Cyclone, cast on crit, and just say YOLO. Could even go Poison if we really wanted to be a dick about it. Who the flip is this guy? Dragonkin, this is Gary with a haircut. How does my haircut look? It's very short, but usually when I get my haircut, I actually get it shorter than I usually want it, so that way it lasts a little longer because I'm poor. So it usually lasts me like 2 weeks before it actually looks good. So right now it's like a little shorter than I would usually have it. Looks good, my dude. You know what I don't like about how short this is? It looks like I'm balding and I'm not, okay? This is like normal, okay? This is like normal hairline. My hairline is beautiful, chat. I love my hairline. Yeah, we're good. We're gooch, all right? Not balding? I'm not balding, all right? Balding does not spread in my family, all right? Spells can never do bleeding. Never mind, that's stupid. It's kind of square. Yeah, so is your personality. Okay, so the dagger part's good. So I guess my question is, where do we go with this? It's gotta be Inquisitor for this Blade Blast, right? It's hip to be square. Oh, I talked with Corky Bug recently, Dragonkin, about art classes, because she's doing her, she's taking an extra art class online from like a content creator she knows. She actually invited me to it to see if I wanted to do the art class, because I was talking about like doing art and stuff. And I was like, I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to get like a tutor on stream to teach me how to draw and stream. I don't know if I want to take an art class outside of streaming because that's like a big amount of hobbies already, you know? I still think self-cast is the way to go. Fanaticism, just by incidence, we're going to be getting Battle Mage. Spellblade, I guess, could be replaced by like Inspiration? I don't know, it feels like there's not really much else to replace it with, you know? I guess we just get Arcane Surge and just spend a shit ton of mana. After spending a total of 400 mana of up from frost and effects on a supported skill, Arcane Surge lasts 4 seconds. I'm assuming this is 400 mana recently, in which case I can probably save it. Well, no, I can't. Well, no, I can. Cast it 5.5 times a second. With Fanaticism, I'm casting 10 times a second. So with nothing else on the build, I'm casting with Fanaticism 10 times a second with Spell Echo. But I will never prac Arcane Surge, right? So I think the actual answer is Inspiration if we're going the opposite direction. In which case my mana cost hits 0 while we have Fanaticism. And without, I have 5 casts a second. Width is 8.5. Okay. Self-Ignite Moku's Embrace? What do I look like, a fucking memester? I look like Mathel over here? No! Alright? We're Mathel with good taste. Alright? That's what we are. I have a lemon. Hi, Jack. Hello, hello. Excuse me as I think, and we're brainstorming a Blade Blast build for the new dagger shit. I have to league start this. You know that, right? Everybody else be league starting fucking EA Ballistas. Nah, we're doing dagger discharge, motherfuckers. I think self-cast is the way to go. I think cock at league start is a mistake. We're gonna do cock for our second build. We're gonna do the volatile dead necromancer shit. But I think this will be a fun league starter. I think Inspiration is the way to go because with Fanaticism, it's 0% mana, and I think that's kind of cool. AoE radius gets boosted from 1.8 to fucking 75% increased AoE on 3 radius puts me up to what? 5? Another promise of getting to the end game lost to the winds? No way! You guys were okay with cock necro, but not self-cast Blade Blast? Nah. This fucking dagger shit's OP. Okay, I think this is what we do. Fuck the heralds, okay? Fuck the heralds, okay? Let's pick up... Is it Hatred? I think Zealotry, right? Pick up Zealotry. Do we go Mom? There's really not many auras we benefit from, is the thing. I'm not going mana, okay? We're not spending mana, okay? It's not a mana build, all right? Let's know our place in the world, okay? Haste. Ooh, yeah. Give me that haste build, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Gary, it's a Nova build. Wait. Nah. We're going fucking hard, baby. So Fanaticism is 10 casts a second. That's going to be fucking blinding. I have Blade Blast MTX too. That's going to be kind of cool. He was so close to a good league starter. Ah. It's following the same steps as the Bone Necro. Take a strong skill and make it as bad as possible, except we're not sure this is strong. I think it's strong. It feels strong. Chat, you guys were about to let me go Bowcock, okay? You guys were about to let me go Corpse Pact, all right? You guys didn't give me any shit, okay? But now, all of a sudden, I want to do self-cast insert spell here. It's shit? Nah. 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 Well, you guys are... Hold on. If I did the exact same build, but instead of Blade Blast dagger shit, it was Fireball, would you guys be okay with this as a league starter? If everything else was the same, But instead of dagger blade blast, we did, I don't know, firestorm. If everything else was the same, doesn't that mean this is a good build? Because if this is a shit build, I can just swap the gem. Maybe we'll just keep Fireball in the back pocket, leveling it up, and if it's ever shit, we swap, or Firestorm. We really were this close to a decent league starter. Ah. Although, to be fair, we have to think for a second. We don't get this gem until I buy it, right? What are we using until then? Does Templar have any good, like, self-cast shit? Stormcall? Ooh, do we level with Stormcall? That's kind of fun. I like Stormcall. Self-cast Battle Mage Firestorm isn't as good of a backup as your cock build's DD. By the time you'll swap, you'll already be playing Street Fighter 6. I am playing Street Fighter 6, bitch. I'm close to Diamond. I'm like 300 points away. I have like 18,700 points or something. I'm right there, baby. Diamond's gonna be fucking waiting for me. Oh, quick question. If we do the cock bow build, which it sounds like we might be doing it, when I do the whole leveling as DD thing, am I investing in Ignite or am I just doing on hit? Because I mean, I could do it either way. We could spec out of them, but I just want to know which direction we're going. Besides that, interesting. We have to see more gems tomorrow. And who knows, maybe we'll switch again. I don't know. I think this dagger thing and the cleave are the most interesting skills to come out of that. The crackling lance is pretty good too. I like the crackling lance one too. Crackling lance is pretty sweet. I think the worst gem of the lot that seems the least interesting to me is Cremation of Exhuming. I will be legitimately shocked if anyone plays with this skill. It seems so clunky, so awkward. I don't know any build that spawns corpses and then doesn't use them. On hit comes online sooner and falls after, right? Oh, we'll do on hit then. Anyway, that's all for today. That's everything. Oh my goodness gracious. So much to do. So much to learn. So much to experience. Hold on. I gotta get my camera. Boom. 4 days into League. Gary finishes the campaign and proclaims, "See chat, the build is fine." Runs 2 white maps and dies. Well. I think it'll work out well. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good, chat. Anyway, have a good night. Have a good evening. I'm gonna maybe play some League of Legends. I don't fucking know. Have a good night, all right? I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna theory craft more tomorrow. I'm gonna be looking at more gems. Oh my goodness. Have a good night. Nobody else gives you kisses like I do, chat, do ya?